Hey everyone, welcome back to Everything Marvel DC, and today we're reviewing, I've reviewed 3 episodes today, but in this video we are reviewing Doom Patrol Season 2, Episode 7. So let's get straight into it. So before we get into all of the things that happened in this episode, because a lot of things happened, but before we get into the episode, we are talking about the episode, but before we get into specifically what happened in the episode, I would talk about that some people might think of this as like a filler episode, which granted, yeah, it is a kind of a filler episode, and I'm not a fan of filler episodes, but the way that DC Universe does it, at least sometimes, is really great because they still have these very important moments. Like in this episode, there are very important moments, and it's like one or two filler episodes in a row at the most. Where the CW shows like The Flash, they have like 4 episodes fillers in a row. That's a month before the plot goes on. So that's why I love this universe more than the CW. But anyway, let's get to what happened specifically in the episode. So of course Cliff is back on Earth. There wasn't anything really special there. Of course he will get back to Earth. And basically, in a nutshell, everything he did in this episode, it was really fun. It was really fun. Don't get me wrong. But basically, he just walked. There ain't much more. There was this part where his legs stopped working, and then there was this guy where they called him a statue, and it was very fun. And of course, he was like, shit, I'm going to kill that dumbass chief. Really fun. And in this entire episode, also, again, Rita was practicing her line, my bees, my bees. And of course, she doesn't have a really big role in the play, but that doesn't mean you can give it your all. You can still be a memorable part, like my bees or something like that. It was really fun. There was also this moment at the end of the episode, at least somewhere in the end of the episode, where Rita stops saying mocking and says like something along the lines with that sting, and she's like in this superhero pose, which she has done before. But is this the start of her superhero career? Now, of course, I haven't read the comic books. I might have some comic books in the background, but that doesn't mean that I've read them. And there aren't many comic books there in the background. There, I think there might seem more than there are, and I haven't even read all of them. And I haven't read any Doom Patrol comic books, so I don't know how the comic books are really how the Doom Patrol comic books are. So I don't know if Rita is a superhero or ends up being a superhero in the comic books. I don't know. And of course, finally, Cyborg brings Ronnie to the Doom Manor. I actually thought that he would bring her to the manor earlier and not at the end of the episode because we only have 2 episodes left. Of course, with the third was cut from production because of the end of the world. Because we were originally meant to get 10, but then the production got shut down and we ended up getting 9 episodes instead. Anyway, they found a crate. Larry and Miranda is here because everything that happened in the underground. So now she is the primary, which actually on the outside it is a bit. She there's no reason why she shouldn't be the primary because she's actually a very nice person. She even made pancakes to make it up with Dorothy for Dorothy. But anyway, in the crate that said "Do not open" on the front, on the sides, and on the back, there was this love scent from the Scans, I believe. I believe their name was. And this scent makes all the bad ideas seem like good ideas, and because Larry goes to visit Dix, his son Dix trainer, which I said I believe in my previous reviews that he died. So I guess I was wrong. She was like protecting the kid, I think Toby, but then that resulted in that the kid's dad, Larry's grandson, died. I mean, it makes sense he didn't die. Forget what I said there, he didn't die. And of course, as always, it is a delight to see Willoughby Kipling back. He didn't do much in this episode, but it's always nice to have him back. He was a really great addition to the show in season 1, so I'm happy to see him again. Anyway, they opened the crate and there is the painting that I think Kipling had, where Mr. Nobody and all of them and those are in. And of course, everyone that goes into the painting, and then they meet Beard Hunter, which is also a very great delight to see. He was like white all over him, so he could hide from the scans, and it actually did work until, and he even said that they should get behind him, but they are of course so dumb. It's the bad idea seemed like a good idea that makes them go out and say hello, lead me to your queen so we can kill her, and yeah. But anyway, before that, they ask Beard Hunter where Mr. Nobody is. And of course, Mr. Nobody, he is this fourth wall breaking character, fourth wall breaking creature. And Beard Hunter said that he got a gig on an animated bullcrap. So of course, so literally, you can think of it like this way. Mr. Nobody is he can break the fourth wall. So Mr. Nobody, not Alan Tudyk, Mr. Nobody is a voiceover for the Joker on Harley Quinn, which is a good show. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is a good show. So if you haven't watched it, you should give it a try. It is good. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. And the scans, they captured everyone: Larry, Vic, Ronnie, also Willoughby Kipling, and Miranda. And Miranda is the only one who is immune because I believe she did inhale the scent, but she wasn't affected by it like the others were. But the scan queen says that she can smell a bad idea in her. And of course, she turns into Silvertongue, who destroys the water bread, and she's like, "Oh, get the patch kid!" Ooh, and ends up killing the queen. And we also see Ronnie take a vial of pure enlightenment, I guess, which I believe gives you incredible powers of some kind. I'm not sure what kind, but some incredible powers. If I'm not wrong, I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's to get the tech that in her body that was ripped from her. Maybe to get it back. Maybe that part I wasn't sure of. Anyway, when Cliff, when he gets back to the manor, he sees Clara, her daughter, is there, and of course she's there because while the guy who thought he was a talking statue, he called Clara and said like, okay, fine, I'm your dad, not those fake dads, but I'm the real dad. And yeah, so Clara is here. Not more happened. Clara is here. Let's talk about Chief. I know from this scene, Chief is like, you. Some people or some of you might be like, screw Chief, screw you, Niles. But he did go there to Northern Yukon, I believe. Which of course we have seen before in season 1. That was where we and Niles met I don't know her name, but Dorothy's mother. Of course, if Dorothy would wish it, she could end the world. So he has to try to protect the world from her, but now she has to protect her from the world. I might need to watch that scene again because I'm not sure I got it all. Like I also need to make sure what Candlemaker said because he obviously meets Candlemaker in the scene, but obviously Chief went there to search for a better way to do it. So of course he is still a good guy, but we still haven't got a reason why he did that to Cliff. But I guess it was just to, like, Niles knew that Cliff would get back to Earth, and he needed to make a pit stop. And then Candlemaker appears and he says, "The mother can't hear you. She is gone. The child belongs to me. And soon the father will join the mother. While I endure. I was here before you, father, and I'll be here long after you're gone. And he also said, "You speak of the mother as if you know her. You're a fool, just as the mother gave birth to the child. The mother gave birth to me." I don't know what happened to me right there. "You speak of her ancestors, father. What do you think created me?" Those are some big revelations right there, Candlemaker. I'm excited to see, because apparently something huge with Dorothy is going to happen in the next episode, so can't wait. And of course, like, there was also in, I think, the episode 5, I guess, Dorothy was like, "How do you know so many words? You don't even sound like yourself anymore." And he said, "While you grow, I grow too." And also, the more wishes Dorothy wants, the more powerful the Candlemaker gets. So much happened this episode, and that was my thoughts on the episode, and that's my review. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, join my Discord server, which will all be down in the description, and comment down below what your thoughts on the episode were. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.